Welcome, everyone. Nice to have you here tonight. We have a special night tonight. We have some service awards with our Service Award and Legacy Awards, and of course, everybody's favorite pastime, bingo. Our first presentation tonight is for a 2020 Service Award that honors someone for outstanding service and commitment to those affected by leukodystrophy. Unfortunately, our awardee had a prior commitment, so we pre-recorded this, and we will show that recording now, and then we will come back live for our Legacy Award. Well, I want to welcome everyone to our annual award ceremony for 2020. We at the ULF like to honor those that have done outstanding work or provided services to our families that are affected by leukodystrophy. Of course, this year is no different from any other year. We have many candidates to choose from. We just have a little bit different format. This year's choice is someone that has affected the lives of many of us as parents and our children. I have to personally go back to 1994 when we as our family began our relationship with this year's winner. Kim Hollandsworth was our nurse at Kennedy Krieger Institute. We took our son Kevin to Johns Hopkins after he was diagnosed with ALD. She fit in so well with Polly, Willie, Dr. Hugo Moser. She made our lives better as we tried to navigate the challenges of this disease. As people register for the conference, Michelle Gent sent us this note. My family was initially affected by ALD in 1980. Dr. Hugo Moser and Dr. Ann Moser helped my mother when my brother and first cousin were going through the stages of this horrible disease. My brother Todd passed away in 1984. My cousin Scotty passed in 1983. My whole family was tested in 1981. We have supported ALD since 1980. I lost 2 boys with ALD, and Dr. Ann Moser helped me. Kim Hollandsworth was my rock at Kennedy Krieger. I lost my mother to the adult form in 2012, and my second cousin was paralyzed and passed away in 2000. This was a totally unsolicited note that came with our registrations, and so I thought somebody else sees what Kim's done for us for all these years. So she's affected many of us that have come through KKI and Johns Hopkins. She continues her fine work today as nurse coordinator, devoting her time to help those who have recently been diagnosed, as well as those that have continued their care at Johns Hopkins. Kim, and now I want to present our service award to you with these words. The United Leukodystrophy Foundation Service Award recognizes Kim Hollandsworth in grateful appreciation for the outstanding service and commitment to the lives of persons with leukodystrophies and their families, June 25th, 2020. Kim, thank you for all you've done for the families affected by leukodystrophy, and this award is well deserved. So I will turn it over and let you say some words. I know there's a lot of applause going out in the audience right now, so I will let you say hello.
Hello, everyone. Boy, that is so special. It touches my heart. It's something that I think nurses value, the impact that we can make on families and patients that we care for. It truly means so much to me. I was so shocked to hear about this. I think back to my time when I started working with leukodystrophies back in 1991 as a new nurse at Johns Hopkins Hospital. And I was, little did I know back then that my path would lead me to interact with so many amazing physicians, to meet so many amazing people, and so many amazing families. This year will actually be 29 years for me working with leukodystrophies, and I'm very proud of that. It's hard for me to believe that it's been that long. I feel like it's a blessing to be able to help families, to be able to be the one that's there in the time of need when things are difficult, or even to help support when times are good. and to be a resource to families. I know nowadays it is extremely difficult to navigate the medical field, and whatever little thing I can do to help guide a family, I want to be there and do that. One of the reasons that I decided on becoming a nurse, and choosing that profession, is because I wanted to help people. I wanted to be able to make an impact on families, and I feel like I've done that over the years, and I'm very proud to be a nurse. I can be there when they just need someone to talk to, or answer a simple question so that a mom can have a good night's sleep. I know, being a mom myself, how much of an impact that makes. So, you know, there's lots of moments that I think about in the past of being a nurse that have impacted my life, and this is certainly one that I won't forget. I treasure this, and I will continue to do what I love to do, which is work with the leukodystrophy families. And certainly a special thank you to Bob Bronner and the ULF family.
Super. Thanks, Kim. We appreciate everything that you've done for us, and it's really important to the families. And I really felt when I got that special note from the registrant that was just telling us that we were making the right choice this year. So all I can say is thank you for everything that you've done for us at the ULF, and you've been there for as long as we've been around, and we've all been around for a long time. So thank you again, and we will get this award sent out to you in the next week. So enjoy that and find a special spot for it.
Thank you.
Very well. Thank you, Kim. Obviously, your work has been greatly appreciated by all the families. And as I'm looking at some of the comments that I'm seeing, I think a few people definitely agree with the choice we've made. So I'm really excited about that. As we move forward now, we have one more award to put out, and that's our Legacy Award. We began that award last year in 2019. So this is the second one that we have given out. This award we use to recognize someone that's been a role model in the advocacy world, to further the awareness of leukodystrophy in the world. Our awardee this year is someone that's been a part of our lives since our son Kevin was diagnosed with ALD in 1993. This man was very effective at taking everybody's money with the words of "sold to number XX." This will be kind of the hardest award that we've had to present, so kind of forgive me if I have some challenges talking about this man. This past February, our friend Doug Bermel passed away with his battle with AMN. Doug and his family are close and extended parts of our family, and very important to the research that Dr. Hugo Moser was doing. I'm thinking that maybe Dr. Moser may have known more of Doug's family than Doug did. Their family was definitely in his research tree in the early years, and they were instrumental in the work that he was doing in ALD research. Doug and Diane have been great friends for many years, and we were so fortunate to have them both as members of the board of directors of the United Leukodystrophy Foundation. Unfortunately, Doug had to finally step down from the board of directors in 2019 due to his health taking a turn for the worse. At that time, we had just sent out our request for potential new board members. Doug's cousin, Savon, was one of the people that had actually sent in an application to become a board member. Savon has become a very important member of our board of directors, and I'm now pleased to turn this next part of the presentation over to her, and she will have some words to say about Doug, and then she will present the award to Diane. Just so Diane knows, we know that she's spent a lot of time keeping Doug in line and supporting everything in Doug's life. Savon, I turn this over to you now.
Thank you, Bob. It's quite an honor. I just want to say thank you for letting me be the presenter for the 2020 Legacy Award for the United Leukodystrophy Foundation to my cousin, Doug Bermel. It's quite a distinct honor to be able to do this. I was not going to get emotional when Bob spoke, but I got a little bit. But it's going to get easier. I've got some great stories that I want to share and some nice pictures also. Diane's joined us for this presentation. I just want to thank her. She's a busy grandma. I spoke with her today, and it was just great to hear the noises in the background. And right now, the little one is napping, so we've got her to ourselves, which is great. As Bob had mentioned, Doug and Diane, well, let me pause for a moment. Growing up, it wasn't Doug or Diane. It was Doug and Diane. Diane and Doug, Doug and Diane. And so, albeit I was really sad to be able to present this and not have Doug here to receive it, my godmother reminded me that how close Diane and Doug were and how strong they complemented each other, and they navigated through life together just wonderfully. And I think about how that played out in the ULF. The stories that I've heard and the friendships that they've built is really something that I can't wait to learn more about. And also, with my time in the United Lucas on the board with the ULF, I look forward to having my own memories and getting to know people and some of the friends that they have over the past years. Doug and Diane, they have 3 children, Jennifer, Justin, and Jeff. I want to pause a moment. Jeff passed away a few days after Doug did. And I can't go on without just sending out a prayer to him and just recognizing the tough times that Diane has gone through recently, and just the resilience that she has shown. It's amazing. It really is. When I think about resilient people, I think about Doug's mom, my great aunt Dell. She had 10 children. She lost 4, 3 at a very young age, and I believe they were all to leukodystrophies, although I probably have to go make sure of that. But one, he passed away in his early 20s. And then now with Doug passing, great aunt Della's lost 5 children. That's, how do you get out of bed in the morning, you know? When I talk with her and I get letters from her, this is my last one that I got from her, I'm reminded of, there's going to be bad days. There's going to be okay days, and then there's good ones. And she's an example of how to get yourself back up, and it's okay to be empathetic to others and to be vulnerable, but to also find it within yourself to be strong for yourself and others, to enjoy the life that we do have and the time that we have. I think about, the resiliency piece, and I put this in my notes, and I was like, I wonder if that's why Doug was attracted to Diane. I don't know. I'm too young. I don't know where it all started. But I do think people tend to find their match. And I just kind of wonder if it was meant to be with Diane's resiliency and just her partnership throughout their marriage, and especially towards the end of Doug's life when it became pretty difficult, and the work that she did. And I'm sure love doing was also probably pretty tough too. Switching modes, would like to show some photos that I pulled together that I think folks will really enjoy. It provides a little glimpse into Doug's interest, his skills, and his involvement with organizations outside of the United Leukodystrophy Foundation. Bill, can you let me know if that's running?
It's running.
Thank you. So here's a picture that captures a lot of Doug's awards, and you can see in there's a bunch of family photos. I want to make sure that I'm forwarding this correctly.
Go ahead. I'm controlling it for you.
Oh, thank you. All right, we can take it to the next slide. So I just really wanted to highlight, Doug was a co-founder and former president of Minnesota Broken Wing Connections. That's a nonprofit organization that enabled individuals with physical disabilities to enjoy the outdoors through activities. He was also a world championship participant at the Paralympics in pistol shooting. And you'll see from the photos that he was a contributing writer to bowhunting.net. In addition to that, he held other leadership roles outside of the United Leukodystrophy Foundation, one of which was Courage Center. And that one is near and dear to my heart because my older brother, who passed away in 1995 from ALD, he spent the last, I think, 8 months at Courage Center. And I have deep respect for them and how they took really good care of my brother. So when I was doing a little research into Doug, it was neat to see that there was some overlap there and that he contributed. Thank you, Phil. I don't know if the rest of the pictures were able to be shown.
That's all I had.
Oh. Okay, perhaps in the recording, or we can add the rest of the pictures that we had in there. So one of the pictures that I had was, and good thing I have it right here, is I wanted to show an example of some of Doug's interests outside of the ULF, one of which is he actually carved different walking sticks. And this is one that I got, yes, Bob, at the auction. How can you not walk away from the auction without buying when Doug's like, come on, I'm selling. It was great. Oh, thank you. And so I wanted to show that he does a neat, in the middle photo, you'll see where he does the sketch. And then he marks each of his walking sticks with a number. And he told me that that number represents obviously the number in the order that he's created these. So I have with me number 38. And he told me that he learned how to do this, the skill through his uncle Alex. So his mom's brother, my grandma's brother. So that was kind of neat. I wanted to make sure that I shared that. In addition to, just from what I've seen or what I had seen of him at the conferences and what I've heard from my family. Again, I grew up in a different generation than him, but I did get some exposure. And I'll tell you, one of the stories that they shared at the wake was hilarious in that my aunt said, Simone, don't forget to talk about what a jokester he was. I'm like, yeah, you're right. He was always like, kind of throwing stuff out there. And he had people laughing and bringing us along. And in addition to being a really strong influence, the story that they shared at the wake was around, I'm not going to get it all right, but the gist of it is he went out because he wanted to go play in his four-wheeler. And I think it was raining or there was some flooding happening. And they're like, you probably shouldn't go. And he's like, well, whatever, I'm going to go have fun. And then sure enough, he got stuck and they went and got him. And he's like, hey, it's about time you got here. And I think it was Diane's brother that shared that with me. And I just thought, oh, that's so fun. I love that. Nothing stopped him from just enjoying life. And that's truly an inspiration. And, like I said earlier, it's really an honor to be able to present this award when I'm here, because Doug said to me, hey, Simone, have you thought about getting involved with the ULF? And I said, I don't know. And then I thought about it, and it just made sense. So I owe a lot to him, and I want to thank him and Diane for what they've really contributed. So in closing, on behalf of the ULF community and the board of directors, I want to thank Diane and Doug for their countless hours of hard work and dedication and just pure enthusiasm for the love of the ULF. They helped make it what it is today. And for that, I'm extremely grateful. And as the Broken Wing motto says, the Broken Wing Connection motto that Doug was the co-founder and president of, Doug lived a life filled with never say uncle. I thought that was really neat. Diane, On behalf of the ULF, I'd like to present to you and Doug the 2020 Legacy Award. It recognizes Doug Bermel in grateful appreciation of the commitment to the advocacy of the leukodystrophy community on June 25th, 2020. Thank you.
Well, I really, I wasn't quite prepared for this, and I know Doug just enjoyed every moment that he was the auctioneer and always at the conference. Not even sitting in on the sessions, but he would grab every doctor and get them to say the whole session all over again. So, but he did have a passion for it, and he proved that many times. So really appreciate this with everybody.
Well, we appreciate you, Diane. We really do. And I meant it when I said you guys are a team. He may not be with us here right now, but you guys are still a team. So thank you.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah. He's probably giving me a hard time for rambling.
Well, Diane, as Yvonne said, we're very honored to have had Doug in our midst and have known him for all the years that we've been around, and you as well. And you guys have been inspiration to us. And our son Paul actually got to go with Doug on one of the was it the Wounded Broken Wing pheasant hunts?
Yeah, he was there.
And that was it was a lot of fun. It was a good deal, and he enjoyed that. So I really, thank you for all that you've done, not only for us, but for the complete leukodystrophy community. And I think this award is well deserved. And the only thing we're sad about is that Doug can't be here in person to accept it. But we knew he still had to be our choice this year, and he will remain in our hearts for.
Well, I've got him right here next.
All right.
Oh.
Well, give him a little rub, and maybe he'll pop out of the bottle, as they say. So this is super. We will get this sent to you.
There he is.
All right, I like that. Good.
I got it. Yeah.
He's everywhere.
We will get this award sent out to you, and if we can get a picture of you with the award and you send it back to the office, that would be great. And then we can get that in our next newsletter that send out. I think that would really be good. And I know we're getting a lot of comments in the sideline, and people commented, and it's all positive comments. And so I think all of us miss him. So that's it. So anyway, with that, I think
Well, thanks so much.
You're welcome, Diane. You are appreciated. Now that we're back here and have given our awards out and for our honorees this year, if you have their information, send them a note and congratulate them. I know they'd appreciate that.